Let's bring in New York Republican Congresswoman and member of the House Ways and Means Committee, Claudia Tenney. Congresswoman, it's great to see you. Thank you.
Always great to see you, Rita.
You know, things really have gone from bad to worse for President Biden since the debate. He was trailing in many polls before the debate. And now the New York Times, of all places, their editorial board is calling for the president to drop out of the race, saying do it for the good of the country. Did we witness the nail in the coffin this week for President Biden?
Well, Rita, I first thought that as I was watching the debate, and within 15 minutes, I tweeted out that, okay, I see why we had this pre-convention debate set up. It was to give an excuse for the Democrats to get Joe Biden out. But the more I watched the reaction, of course, the media was horrified on the left-wing side, and the Democrats are scrambling. But I don't think they're going to take Joe Biden out right now, which is interesting. And I'll say for two reasons. Number one, they've got to drag Jill Biden's carcass out of the way, and they've got to step over Kamala to get there. And secondly, President Obama actually indicated that Joe should stay. And that was curious because guess who's probably really running the government? Obama and his team behind the scenes. They're the shadow government in the background, making sure everything goes. And when you look at a Soviet-style government or a machine politics-style government, which is what the Democrats have, it doesn't matter who they prop up in front. It's what they can do in the back. And as long as they can get Biden to sign off on some things and he's passable, that's what they're saying. But even President Obama said, look, everybody has a bad debate day. This was beyond a bad debate day, though, to me. This was a national security threat. Our enemies were watching this. It is very scary to me to think that even the shadow government and what's happening, our enemies aren't emboldened by watching that pathetic performance by Joe Biden the other night.
Yeah, and by the way, it doesn't seem like Joe Biden wants to go either, because when he was at the rally in North Carolina, he kind of equated himself almost to Rocky, like he got knocked down, but he's coming back up. What did you make of that?
You know, it's when he's got the teleprompter and they have the right cocktail of whatever kind of painkiller drugs or whatever he's taking to keep him alive. I think they didn't do a good job of that on the debate. His first 15 or 20 minutes in that debate were absolutely disastrous, as it's been shown over and over. But I think President Trump showed that he was sound on a lot of the issues. He was strong. He almost looked like, how can I be debating this guy? How can this guy be the president of the United States? And look at the policies that I put in place, which he set forth. And he was able, and actually what I thought was also interesting, Rita, is CNN was stunned. They shouldn't have been stunned. They all have been covering up Biden's condition. But what they were upset about is that the CNN moderators didn't push back enough on Trump. That's the job of the other person you're debating, not the media. And for once, the media actually was trying to be neutral on this, even though they thought they were setting up the perfect storm for Trump to be triggered and to make a mistake and to have a disaster somehow. Trump maintained his self-discipline, his composure, and stayed on the issues, which I think they weren't expecting. And Biden was no challenge for Trump. He was spitting out lies. And, you know, even to a humorous point where he was talking about his golf swing and being a better golfer than President Trump, which is absurd. I've played golf with President Trump. I used to have a 7 handicap when I had time to golf. Look, Trump is an excellent golfer. And for someone his age, it's remarkable how well he plays and how well he did at the debate. And they're only just a couple of years apart.